What is going on, you guys? It's Epic here, and welcome back to another Redux weapon guide. We're carrying on the new Bloody Harvest weapons today, and we're taking a look at, in this video, the Malawan Thunderfire SMG, a returning weapon from Borderlands, the pre-sequel. The Thunderfire is an SMG, as I've just said, manufactured by Malawan, as I've just said, and the red text reads, "Light 'em up." It is made by a modder called ZetaDaemon and was added to Redux as a lovely contribution. So the Thunderfire was not made by myself or anyone else who participates on the Redux team. It was actually submitted by a modder in the community named, again, ZetaDaemon. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, but yes, I thought I'd get that out of the way before we get into the guide, so full credit to ZetaDaemon. Now, the Thunderfire can drop from King Nasher out in Eden 6 on Ambermire. It can also drop from Private Beans on Athenas. Alternatively, it can, well, drop from any source. Now, what does the Thunderfire do, you may be asking? Well, it's quite convoluted in terms of what this thing does. Firstly, when you hit an enemy, it has ramping damage up to 50% the longer you are firing and hitting them, which is slightly different from the pre-sequel. In the pre-sequel, you just had to hold down the trigger, but in Borderlands 3's iteration of the Thunderfire, you just need to keep hitting the enemy, kind of like a consecutive hits. And additionally, no matter what, the Thunderfire will have bonus fire damage. So if I go to photo mode here and I turn on damage numbers and then hit this enemy, you will see that going back into photo mode, we are dealing incendiary damage, making this a fantastic tool for Mose the Gunner. And as for elements, the Thunderfire rolls in either shock or cryo, but it should always roll those two. This means that the Thunderfire cannot get any crazy elemental combinations like maybe the plasma coil can, which I would say is a weakness, but because of that fire damage, it does make it an excellent tool for something like the Wings of the Firehawk contraband shield if you want to run that. And alternatively, I do believe running a Pearl of Ineffable Knowledge is another way to boost its damage significantly. Now into the boring details as we always go through. First of all, the Thunderfire does not share a hybrid with any weapon in Redux. I'm sorry, yet again, no hybrid on this one. And also it is a modded weapon, which means it cannot drop in the base game at the time of recording this video, so just be aware of that. In terms of where this thing ranks on the list of SMGs in the Redux mod, as you guys know, SMGs are extremely powerful in this mod, and I must say that while the Thunderfire is no exception to that rule, I will say that it is not the most powerful one in my eyes. That belongs still to the Blood-Starved Beast or the Florentine, unfortunately. However, for an Eden 6 drop, I will say that the Thunderfire is probably the most powerful SMG you can get during a playthrough without any excessive grinding, and it's not a pearlescent, which means it doesn't need much farming at all, nor does it need a crazy amount of iridium to purchase from the Earl vendor. I think, again, the ideal user of this weapon is going to be maybe a Flak or a Mose, as they are going to be able to focus its damage, but Zane can also make great work of it as well. And being that it rolls shock, I can imagine Amara with her infusion skill and Tempest can make this thing absolutely disgusting. But gamers, that's going to do it for my guide on the Thunderfire. Let me know what you think of this weapon in the comment section down below. Again, I want to give a big shout out to ZetaDaemon, another modder in the community who is responsible for making this weapon. Thank you very much. And yeah, that's about it really. Thank you guys for watching the video. Thank you for supporting the mod as always, and I will see you all in the next one.